Alright, so the next evolution teaser was just announced by Clash Royale a few hours ago. You can see they made a tweet here and they captioned it hashtag card evolution, and they included a dragon face emoji. So unless they're trying to trick us from the picture as well as the caption, it is likely going to be one of the dragons in the game getting an evolution. Now, a lot of people were thinking because October has Halloween in it, it would be a Halloween themed evolution. So a lot of people were thinking the Night Witch maybe, the Witch, the Giant Skeleton, or something spooky. But if you guys remember, Clash Royale did something before called Shocktober, and that is what's making a lot of people think it is for sure going to be the Electro Dragon, because it's the dragon that happens to shock things or electrocute things. And you can see bolts next to the dragon in the sky. So unless they're straight up trying to trick us, it appears to be that all the signs point to it being the Electro Drag. Now you can see in the comments here, someone is saying, Nubs is saying Electro Dragon plus Prince. So he's maybe thinking the Prince could be getting an evolution as well, because he's kind of in the center of the picture pointing at the Electro Drag. Or they could be tricking us all together and the Prince is just getting one, and it has to do with the Electro Dragon stunning it or something, and the Prince has electricity. But 99% sure this is looking like it is going to be the Electro Drag evolution. And I'll show you guys actually something very interesting, something that'll prove that I think this is a very good evolution, and I'm excited that they're doing it because the E-Drag is so bad in the meta currently, and I'll show you kind of a shocking stat that kind of confirms that. But yeah, you can see here people saying Electro Drag, this guy's making a joke saying Heal Spirit Evo, praying no way Elite Barb evolution. And yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone knows it is going to be the Electro Drag. Seems to be pretty obvious. The question is, though, is there going to be a second evolution? Is there going to be maybe a new card? Or is this just going to be it for this month? But let me show you guys the E-Drag stat. All right, here we go, guys. I have Royale API pulled up, and it shows you how many people are using a specific card in the top 200 on this feature here. So, for example, if I pull up the arrows, there's 57 people using it in the top 200. But if you guys see, the Electro Drag is actually grayed out, and there's not a single person using the Electro Drag in the top 200, which to me definitely indicates that this is a very deserved evolution, because the E-Drag is for sure one of the worst cards in the game at the moment. With that being said, let's get into a couple matches now with two E-Drag decks that I think are going to make a comeback when the evolution drops in the game. Here we go, guys, in a match against Zero, and one of the decks that's going to be very good with the E-Drag is, of course, Lumberloon Freeze, which is what I'm running right now. Now, Lumberloon Freeze has kind of fallen off for a while, and one of the biggest reasons why is because of how strong the Void is. The Void is an incredible counter to the E-Drag, as well as the Balloon, the Inferno Drag, but the Void is getting a nerf in the balance changes, so that, alongside the E-Drag getting an evolution, likely means that Lumberloon Freeze is going to be revived, so definitely be on the lookout for that. This guy's got a Dark Prince here, as well as the Prince, so maybe he's running a giant deck of some sort, and he goes in with the guards. So let's just go in for a Bar Barrel on top of all this, and that should definitely suffice. He's going to go for a Bandit, so this is going to be a great King Tower opportunity for us. Definitely going to go ahead and do that, and just like that, we got the King activated. I would say pretty nice start to this match. And we'll just cycle an Inferno Drag in the back, see what he wants to do. I bet this guy's got another air counter besides the Wizard. If he's only got Wizard, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, I feel like. So that's why I'm assuming he's got another one. But let's go in for a Lumberjack and a Balloon here because we're up Elixir, it looks like. And there's the Evolve Wizard as well as the Ice Wizard. So the Ice Wizard is going to be another reliable air counter for him. And then he's also got the Tornado. Oh my goodness, he's got a lot of air counters. Oof, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll Bar Barrel this and then go in for an E-Drag, I guess. But yeah, I mean, him having a NATO as well as two Wizards, that is not a great sign for our Balloon. Definitely need to bring out the Freeze if he decides to play the two Wizards together again. Free freeze value for us. It's hard to say freeze and freeze. Free and freeze together. That's a bit of a tongue twister. I don't know if there's ever been a scenario where I've said both of those before in the same sentence, so it's kind of like until you do it, you don't realize how difficult it is. But anyway, we'll go in for a Balloon here, trying to utilize the Rage of the Lumberjack, and let's see if he decides to play the Wizard next to the Ice Wizard. He actually does, so that is going to be a great freeze opportunity over there, but unfortunately he is able to NATO, which, yeah, is going to mean he's going to be able to stop it. So I'd say let's go in for a bar barrel here on top of this, and he's not going in. Not really sure why. He's playing this very, very passively. I mean, he's there going bandit at the bridge other lane, but that can just be ignored. So let's see. The prince is going to be taken out here, and now this might be a really good opportunity for us to go in because I have the E-drag. Oh, wait. We can just NATO this into the opposite lane. Goodbye, Evo Wizard. And then just like that, we got this coming in. We can go in for a freeze here on top of the Ice Wizard. E-drag as well, chaining the tower. That's going to allow the balloon to get an additional shot. And just like that, that is going to be a easy win over here. Maybe it didn't seem too easy at the start, but then at the end, when we got a good push going, we were able to break through without too much trouble. Here we go in our next game here against Meadow, and this is the other deck that I think the E-drag is going to be very good in. It's going to be great, of course, inside of Golem Pump. And because the Void is getting a nerf, it likely means that Pump is going to be making a comeback as well, just like the E-drag, because the Pump was very strong until the Void got added. Because it's getting that big nerf, I definitely see the Pump coming back. We're going to pump up here because his Fireball's out of cycle. We're going to go in for a Bomber here on top of the Musketeer. I think the Evo Bomber could go very well with the Evo E-drag, and then the NATO in combination with both of them could be really, really solid. So this guy might be using 2.6, could be a little bit annoying, so we'll see how this goes. He's actually going to have the Firecracker, so it's going to be Hog, Firecracker with the Musk, so very interesting combination that this guy has. And he's going to go in for a P.E.K.K.A here. Let's go in for a Bar Barrel. We are going to be able to get rid of that Firecracker. We'll go E-drag to help out here on top of the P.E.K.K.A. And I feel like it could actually be a good idea to pump up here. I was thinking about maybe going Golem, but let's just pump instead to get even more elixir flowing. It could be really, really solid. I don't know if he's going to... Okay, yeah, it looks like he is going to... Ooh, he tried to get the King activated, but he actually messed it up. And I just realized this guy literally has mini P.E.K.K.A and P.E.K.K.A same deck. That is pretty wild. So we'll see if we can end up working our way around that somehow. But something tells me it's going to be pretty difficult. But he just spent so much elixir there, and then I'm thinking he's going to have a really hard time defending this. In fact, I would actually go as far as saying it should be near impossible. Like, I genuinely don't know how he's going to defend. Even with the Evo P.E.K.K.A, I just feel like it's not going to be enough, especially with the Duchess here running out of ammo. And yeah, the Rage is going to rage up the Mega Minions, so we should be able to DPS down this P.E.K.K.A ASAP. And just like that, as I was expecting, he does not have the elixir he needs to defend. We can actually NATO in this Firecracker here to get killed by that E-drag. That is really solid for us. And then we can go for a Bar Barrel over here, and then go in for a Lumberjack, and then actually go in for an Evo Bomber. And we're going to have that lined up on the tower. It's going to get another throw. The Duchess is going for the Golemite, and that forced him... Okay, let's actually go in for a Golem in the pocket here because the Duchess is out of ammo. He's probably going to have to go for a P.E.K.K.A on it, but it's going to be too little too late. It's going to, at the very minimum, get a shot on the tower as well as death damage, I'm pretty sure. And that is going to give us the damage we need to take his tower. So, wow, we managed to beat an Evo P.E.K.K.A with the stack. We don't even have the Evo E-drag in the deck yet. That is pretty massive. Was not expecting this to happen. He has the mini P.E.K.K.A as well, but we still managed to win. So definitely give one of these two decks a try when the Evo E-drag comes out in the game. And when we're allowed to do gameplay of the evolution, you guys can expect that as well. Excited to play the E-drag Evo because I think it should be pretty exciting having a bad card get an evolution, and I'm overall a fan of the E-drag. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. You can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are excited about the most likely E-drag evolution, and thanks again until next time, guys.